So yesterday it came out that one of Jeffrey Epstein's victims had committed suicide. Shocker. And she was about to drop a tell-all book talking about her relationship with Jeffrey Epstein, her experience on one of his islands, her relationships and relations with Prince Andrew, as well as a known prime minister. So I'm gonna play a clip from PBD where they discuss some of the information that's in the book. I have not had a chance to read it yet, and yeah, you go, guys, go.
Maxwell and Epstein pleaded for Virginia Giuffre to have our baby, prompting teen to hatch escape plan, memoir. Okay. Rob, do you have a clip on this?
I do. This is an old interview because Virginia Giuffre is dead.
Yes.
The book just came out after her death, but this is an interview.
She wrote the book?
She did before she died. Yes. It's her
So
memoirs.
It's her memoir, and then she dies, and then it comes out.
She gets hit by the way, she gets hit by a bus.
I know.
Liz says, I'm not going to kill myself, and then she kills herself. Weird.
But this is an old interview with her where she talks about Jeffrey Epstein wanting her to have his
Go
kid.
ahead, Rob.
From 16 to 19, Virginia was at the mercy of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Entrapped by psychological chains she could not break until they made this outrageous proposal.
So I spent years with them being manipulated and abused and used. And it wasn't until they told me, I want you to have a baby and we're going to give you an allowance, but we also need you to sign a piece of paper that says this child does not belong to you.
Wow.
And, you know, I wasn't a maternal person back then, but I was like, my womb is not for sale. But you cannot say no to these people. So I said, okay, guys, no problem. But I need to finish off my education like you guys originally promised.
So I believe that the reason that not just believe, I'm very confident the reason she didn't want to hand her baby over to these people is because they were abusing her, and she knew that if she had a child, they were going to take the rights to the child and continue to abuse the child. So besides just Jeffrey Epstein, who is believed to have sex trafficked children, I believe he did. He was also knew many celebrities and wealthy people, so dignitaries as well as stars. It is believed and alleged that these stars and these dignitaries were paying for young women to have sex with them, potentially young boys as well, to have sex with them. And the belief is that various dignitaries were flying on these planes with the young girls that they had bought and having relationships on the plane as well as the islands. And it was a secret from the public for a long time. So this information has come out, and Jeffrey Epstein was supposed to get tried, but then, shocker, he killed himself just like this woman. So Jeffrey Epstein is a Jewish person, and there's some talk that he was tied to Mossad. I don't have information about whether he's part of the CIA or whether he's part of Mossad, but I'm going to look into this. But what we do know is that there's a mountain of evidence suggesting that Jeffrey for sure and Maxine were abusing minors, and various dignitaries were on these planes and various celebrities were on these planes and taking trips with him where there were minor girls on the flights. And many hundreds of girls have come out detailing that they had sexual relations, and there's been a lot of information and a lot of investigative work that has been done by many people that corroborate what the victims have said. So one thing that I have a problem with is a person like Cash Patel has now said, well, we've looked at everything and there's nothing to see. All of the issues that all the people that were abused by Jeffrey. Clearly, with him killing himself and us knowing that women were abused, since even Patel is saying that women were abused, and us knowing that all of these rich, powerful men were around, and the investigative work that outside investigators have done, I don't take the government's word that only Jeffrey was involved. I believe wholeheartedly that many people were involved, and this woman specifically says that she had relationships with Prince Andrew, who is now stepping down. Well, not stepping... He's stepping down, but he's been forced out by the family. So because of the press and potentially the family having inside information, they're trying to distance themselves from the Duke, right? From the Prince. So for them to do that, it's highly likely that they have information that he either abused this specific woman or was in some way involved in the abuse of women. And this same woman, Virginia, also has alleged that the former prime minister, that she said a former prime minister, but people are saying the prime minister is the former prime minister of Israel, also had relations with her. Now, the Israeli prime minister supposedly had relations with her at 18, but it's no difference to me. If she was started having relationships with Jeffrey as a minor, I'm sure Prince Andrew knew, as well as the prime minister. They were friends, they probably talked, and if what people are saying is true, and I believe is true, these various dignitaries knew that underage girls were being trafficked and working. So he also had a relationship with this woman. So it's very sad that she is no longer with us. I'm not sure how you guys feel. You can leave in the comments. Do you believe that she committed suicide, as they just said in the clip? She was hit by a bus, which is odd. She said she wouldn't kill herself after surviving that. And then right before this tell-all book comes out, where Prince Andrew actually steps down right before this book comes out, she's now dead, just like Jeffrey Epstein, who was in custody and had all the information about who else was abusing women. He mysteriously died, and they won't even show us the footage. So in my opinion, we need to keep digging, need to keep pressing forward, and we can't let the elites get away with not sharing this information. As I have said previous episodes, we all care about the abuse of children, the abuse of minors, and this is one topic that we just can't take our foot off the gas. We have to talk to our politicians. We have to demand answers, because this is really sad and like heart-wrenching. It's not acceptable in the world, not just America. It's just not acceptable. I'm gonna take a moment to calm myself. If you like this video, please smash the like button, comment, and subscribe. New shows airing Monday through Thursday.